Here we are at the kennels. Haven't made a Greyhound video in a while. What are you doing? Oh! Come on, let's go. Whoa! Man, Greyhounds are the coolest dogs. So I've gone over this a million times in my videos. These dogs wear muzzles when they let them out in a group because you know how dogs are. It's when you get them in a large group like this, it's the dog pack mentality. And not to mention they roughhouse around. They use their teeth to play. So Greyhound skin is very, very, very thin. I mean, Greyhound skin is thinner than a person's skin, than human skin, and it tears real easy, and they have sharp teeth. So it's we call the muzzle the seat belt for the Greyhound, because if they didn't wear the muzzles, they'd have to go to the vet and get stitches. Not to mention it's mandated by the racing industry. When these dogs are out in a group, they got to wear the muzzles. When they go back inside, they take them off.
Well, it's just funny, like...
And if you notice, the dogs could care less that they're wearing a muzzle. They breathe fine in it. They can drink water in it. It don't bother the Greyhounds. It bothers the animal rights people. It's something that they can bitch about that doesn't make any sense. If you took the muzzles off and let them out, some of these dogs would get hurt, so it only makes sense. The reason they wear the muzzles is because they care about the dogs. Right? Greyhounds love everybody, in case you can't tell. They go in willingly.
Your little friend Marilyn.
Oh, that's Marilyn?
That's Marilyn.
Hi, baby. Marilyn's a good puppy, aren't you?
Marilyn Merlot instead of Marilyn. Okay, Marilyn, you have to go in your house. She's pre-adopted by the author Candace Blevins.
Yeah, so the Greyhound people are suing the state of Florida, trying to reinstate Greyhound racing because everything about how it was banned is fraudulent. So now it'll be decided in federal court. I think the Humane Society of the United States pumped out 5 commercials in Florida. All the commercials were propaganda commercials, and they used my footage from my Facebook page. They methodically picked certain little video clips, okay, slowed it down, darkened it, and played creepy music. Now, why didn't they shoot their own footage? Because the Humane Society of the United States has never been inside of a racing kennel. They stole my footage, frauds. Yeah, over a course of a year, I visited all these Greyhound tracks and hung out with the dogs, talked to the trainers, showed everybody, you know, the daily lives of a racing Greyhound and everything from what they eat to the exercise and the interaction they have with the trainers. I've covered the adoption aspect of Greyhound racing. You know, like 99% of these dogs get adopted out, and they don't count the dogs that get adopted by the trainers for some reason, or a dog that goes, you know, back to the farm. They don't count those dogs, so it's more like 99.9% of these dogs get adopted out. Who else has a higher adoption rate than that? Nobody. Hey man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You'll never find a greyhound at a shelter anywhere. There's a network of people watching out for these dogs. Greyhounds, no doubt, are the best cared for dog breed in this country. Yeah, this is called turnout. They turn all the dogs out like 5 times a day for an hour. They go to the bathroom, socialize. And the rest of the time, they're eating or they're in their crates sleeping. There's some weird thing about greyhounds being the fastest dog on the planet, and how much they sleep. They sleep anywhere from 16 to 18 hours a day, from what I understand. Ask anybody that owns a greyhound, and they'll tell you that all they do is sleep. Nap time, huh?
Yeah, about ready.
I see you didn't change anything.
Yeah, so if you want to see a bunch of greyhound videos, check out Greyhound Chronicles on Facebook. I got some of my videos on there, but most of them are on the Paint the Trail page. What's the matter, huh? Check it out. They all walk down there where their crates are. The crate is basically their house. That's where they feel comfortable. They're den animals, man. That's where they feel safe. Yeah, the public has definitely been misinformed. Those animal rights groups are good at pushing their propaganda. You can't find an abused greyhound. Not in this country. You know, it's one thing that you got to remember about animal rights groups like the Humane Society of the United States, PETA, ASPCA. They have one goal in mind, and that's severing the human-animal relationship completely. They believe that if you own a cat or a dog, that's slavery. They want all animals to just roam wild. They want you to be vegan, and they want you to never touch an animal. That's at the core of what they believe. They're mental. Amendment 13 is being disputed in court, and I'll keep you guys updated.